Back to my YouTube channel. My name is Oge Amici. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. Sorry, I play with my hands a lot when I'm talking, but if this is your first time on my channel, welcome. This is a lifestyle channel, obviously about me, as a first time mom, my struggles as a first time mom. Sometimes I make videos with my friends and we share our opinion about anything. Sometimes I might make a video about me telling a story. Sometimes I mean, why do I keep saying sometimes? Anyway, if this is your first time on my channel, welcome. Sometimes I tend to see, I'm saying sometimes a lot. I tend to have this idea of what I want to say on my YouTube, and while I'm talking, it might just kind of skip my mind. But anyway, if this is your first time on my channel, welcome. I had planned what I was going to do for the introduction, but I guess it is what it is. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Oge Amici. I'm starting again. I'm Oge Amici. Just welcome. And I hope you enjoy some of the videos I have. Please check out my videos. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. So today I'm going to be making a video. Like, this video is basically for like first time, no, I wouldn't use the word first time, intending moms that are about to give birth or moms that are pregnant. So today I made a list of things I think that you should have in your hospital bag. These are just things that I think it doesn't actually have to affect yours. And if you already have a list pack, that's fine. This is just what I think you should have, the necessary things that I think you should have in your hospital bag while prepping to have your child or on your way to the hospital. And sometimes with prepping, yeah, some hospitals, I don't know about hospitals in general, always give list of things that they want. Do you understand? They always give intending moms list though of things you should bring to the hospital. So this is just my own list that I think these are some of the things that are important for you to have in your hospital bag. I did add some prices though, so that you just while getting them, or if you do enjoy my video and decide to take me serious, if you decide to get them, hopefully you do, you have an idea of what the prices are. And the thing is, if you're in Nigeria, yeah, you will know that yesterday's price is not today's price. Like, things have changed in this country. You can go to the market today and they will tell you that something is 5 naira. Go the next day, they'll tell you it's 10 naira. Things are changing and it's just really heartbreaking. But rather not to deviate a lot, I'm just going to dive in. The first one I have on the list, obviously, baby towels. So, like with towels, they have the one some that come in like a set, two in one, or just one, depending on how you want to buy it. I know, like, from towels, if you want, there's towel and there's towel. Then you obviously prices range from like 2,000, 3,000. I know I've even seen a baby towel that's 15K. Yes, even higher. So you just have to know your budget. Do you understand? It ranges from good ones to not the just good ones that that would last for you though. That just it range from 2,000 to at least 5K. Let's not even go for that to the 15,000 naira towel or something. We're trying to be affordable. So yes, from at least 3,000 to 5,000, you would get a very good towel that would last for a while, because having a baby too, you have to be changing their towels. And obviously baby shawls, that's what you use to cover the baby. At the same time, if to get at least a good one, it doesn't necessarily have to break the bank. It's within that same price. And with shawls, I think it's important not to buy one. Just look for those ones that come in sets, like 3 in 1, 4 in 1. I've not seen 4 in 1, but I've seen 3 in 1, and the price range depending on where you get it from. I've seen in a supermarket from 3,000 to I've seen from, let me be honest, from 4,000, 5,000. I'm probably sure there are some that cheaper, but you need to bear in mind that you need to get you're not just looking for affordable or cheap. You also want it to be able to last. So you need to have like from 4,000, 5,000. There are more. So that's just, excuse me, the price range, I think. Then obviously baby vests, some baby vests, like the typical white ones that come 3 in 1, you can get that for at least 4, 5,000. Yes, you can get that for 4, 5,000. And yeah, they do have the lesser ones. I mean, baby vest you can actually buy, I've seen for 3K too. So those ones you need to buy a lot, because you know how it is with newborns. So I also think mosquito net. So now the tricky thing about mosquito net is okay, like when I had Cesaram, the bed we bought for her, I bought mosquito net, but her dad bought a bed that came with mosquito net. You know, occasionally you'd have to wash the mosquito net and use. So it came, the one I bought came in handy because we had to remove that one to wash it, then put in the one I bought. So with mosquito net, there are a lot of cheap mosquito net, but you at the same time you need to um it's not just to buy mosquito net as the issue, because remember, this is your child. In as much as you're trying to get cheap or affordable, you also need the one that would be good. So honestly, you could get I wish I could get a picture, but I would put a picture. I think 1.5 for that one, 1.5 2,000. I can't quite remember, but bear in mind that I'm just talking based on the prices that I think it was then. Do you understand? What me saying then was last year. But remember that yesterday's price is not today's price. If you're in Nigeria, you know this. So yes, mosquito net is not that pricey, but you just it's depending on the one you want. Do you understand? Then the next thing I think it's obviously diapers. Okay. Now the thing with diapers is there are different brands, so you would with diaper it's based on your sorry, there's a plane passing, so it's based on your money. Do you understand? Obviously, we have Pampers, we have Morphix, many different brands. So depending on your budget, but like with diapers, newborn, I think it's a lot cheaper than like the more the baby adds, even once baby gets to 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, like that, the prices actually add more. So but with newborns, I think you can get like a normal, simple diaper, probably from 2,000, if not more. Let me, you see that one, I'm not even sure about it because everything is adding. But then another thing I think you should have is cotton overalls. This one, it's normal. You need to have overalls for your newborn. It is advisable, I guess. I mean, I don't even know why, but it's just something that I've always noticed. Something that to once you have a baby, you need to buy the baby overall. It's a known thing. At least going to the hospital, you should have at least 4 to 5, if not more, depending on how many days you stay in the hospital. So you need to have those. And okay, yes, another thing with overall too, it's advisable that you buy those ones that come in like 3 sets, not you buy one, because the ones that come in sets are, you know it's not that expensive. You can get from 4,000, 5,000 once they come in sets than to buy one, because for one overall you can probably get one for 2,000 naira or 2,500. So now compared to an overall that you can get for 5,000, and it will be 3 in 1 rather than buying one each. Another thing I have on the list is face cloth, which I think you should even buy when you're buying a towel. Same thing, you can have face towels. It's advisable that you buy the ones in sets. That's just for me. I just think it's more, it's just better, it saves money, exactly. So you buy those ones instead. It doesn't mean you can't buy the ones that come one, no, but we're trying to save money here. So yes, it's advisable that you buy, and make sure that it's quality. It's not even about quantity, like they always say. You can say, oh, why would I buy a towel for 4,000? It's just a baby, why would I buy? I told you, I've seen people that buy towel 15,000. You might not see, but at the same time, you want it to last. You don't want, another thing with towels is, you know, how does it absorb? Some towels, I know personally, even me as a grown up, I bought towel one time that it doesn't even clean my body. It feels like I'm rubbing paper on my body. So, and imagine me now talk of your own child. So, you need to buy quality rather than quantity. I know I keep putting emphasis on, oh, you need to buy the 3 sets, this, that. It's not a must that you must buy those in set. I'm just why I feel like those in set is just more cost efficient. That's why I said that's why I was suggesting those in sets. So yes, I think that retails for at least from 4,000 naira. You can probably get cheaper. This is just me giving an estimate. So another thing you should also get is baby sponge, and it's advisable you get more than one, because obviously even us, we as adults, I change my sponge every 2 months, sometimes 3 months. So now for a baby that has skin is sensitive, you need to buy more. And sponges are not that expensive, like I said, depending on the price range. You can even get sponge. Okay, no, I was going to say you can get sponge for 1,000 naira, but if that's what you can afford, then buy it, but just make sure it's very soft and it can absorb, it can lather, that it can at least lather when you put soap to it and all that. So yeah, with sponge 1,000, 2,000, depending. You can even go higher and buy 5,000 naira own. The next thing I think you should have on your in your hospital bag is socks. Obviously, we know socks come in sets, so you can see from 1,000 naira upwards. That socks with socks, yes, from 1,000 naira upwards you would see. Then another thing is cotton wool, which we know is quite important to clean, just like cotton wool and mentholated spirits. Those are the two things that I think you should also have. Cotton wool you can get from 500, 1,000, depending on the quality. There's the normal one that we have, this long one, that's like I think 1,000 or so. Then you have um the cotton woods, they also have quality ones. Do you understand? So depending on your price, you can get from 1,000 upwards. Then cotton bud too, those ones too, you can get 500. You can get even you can get 500, from 500 upwards, depending on your budget and how much you have at that point. Then the next thing I think you should have, okay, I've mentioned mentholated spirits. The next thing I think you should have in your hospital bag, obviously body lotion. That's the baby lotion, the baby oil. Now, the reason why I didn't really put a price tag to this one, with baby lotion, you need to pick the one that you think works for your baby. I personally, growing up, we always used peers till we were in secondary school. That was what we used. But I had Chizaram and I started using Sebamed for her. So you just have to. The thing with Sebamed, when I was shopping, I went with a family friend, and she was like, "Oh, she used Sebamed for her baby, so I should just take it." That was why I took it. I didn't necessarily put a lot of thought into, "Oh, what should my baby rub?" So, and then as I used Sebamed for her, and it was good. That's just what I've continued. So there are a lot of options when it comes to baby lotion. You have the Johnson's, you have Cetaphil, you have um like I said, Sebamed, you have Baby Med, you have peers. There are a lot. So if you have people around, you can ask around which they think is better, which they think of. You can even have, okay, there's this Ori, this Ghana Ori that I was using for Chizaram at some point where her Sebamed finished, and at that week I wasn't able to go to the supermarket because I was busy. So, and at some point I started using Oli baby oil for Chizaram. So honestly, with babies, it's just simple. That's it. You don't need to, you go on Instagram, you see many people asking questions like, "Oh, what can I add to my baby cream to make my baby is dark?" That sometimes I'm like, what the hell? If she's dark, that's her color. Like, what do you want to do? So honestly, with baby skin, don't manipulate it a lot. If at that point in time it's Ori that you can afford, if at that point in time it's Piers, it's Johnson, whatever. Not, but you just have to be delicate. It doesn't mean because I'm saying, oh, just afford Ori, just go and pick the nearest Ori from Malam. No, Ori too has grade. Do you understand? Just, or baby oil, just, you need to just not do too much. That's what I'm trying to say. So with baby lotions and baby oil, you have different options. So just think, consult with your friends and family. Oh, what do you think? Oh, what are you using for your baby? And then that's it. Every baby cream works for everybody's skin. Fair, dark, orange. It works for everybody. There is no one specially for fair children and dark children. So please don't manipulate your baby skin. Just stick with one and continue. Same thing for baby powder and baby shampoo. For me personally, I didn't use shampoo on Chizaram till she was, I think, 9 months. I was just using soap on her hair. So if you don't want to, my cousin used shampoo right from birth, so it's just a matter of choice. There is no manual to this baby thing. There is no manual to how to take care of your child. Figure out what works for you. Do you understand? And if using a baby shampoo you feel like you feel more comfortable, then fine, buy baby shampoo and a conditioner. So yeah, for that you just need to pick a product that works for you. So not then the next thing, comb, baby comb. That's what I think you should also have in your hospital bag, or you can get this soft brush. There's like, combs come in sets, and some they usually have this very soft brush. If you decide that that's what you want to use for your child, that's fine. Combs, you can get those combs that come in like, you have like 5 different combs in like a set, or it's from 1.5 upwards. Like I said, depending on your budget. Nobody's telling you to go and buy soap 500 naira if that's what you can afford. Sorry, I said soap. Nobody's telling you to buy a comb of 1.5. If you can afford 20,000 naira comb, go ahead. This is just my personal list of what I think necessary things I think you should have in your hospital bag. Doesn't necessarily change the list that the hospital gives. This is just my own personal opinion. Another thing I think you should have is this zinc oxide and castor oil cream. So castor oil cream, sorry. So it's like a diaper change cream. So after you clean your baby, it's important to just kind of rub it while you change your baby, rather, to keep that place dry. My list just fell down. So it's it's my list, what I wrote down. Sorry. So it helps kind of keep that place dry. There are other options. This zinc oxide and castor oil cream retails for 4,000 naira, if not more. Some sell for 3.8. But there are lesser options. I've also heard of this pseudo cream. Even Cetaphil have a diaper change. They have this diaper change cream too. There are lesser options, but I personally use the zinc oxide and castor oil cream for Chizaram. So I can only talk based on the experience I have. So I think that's something I think you should also have in your hospital bag. Now that's all for the baby. Now, as a mom heading to the hospital, some of the things I think you should also have as a first time mom going to the hospital. I also have a list for that. Obviously, your like nursing bras and towel, which you obviously have a towel at home, so you can easily carry that to the hospital unless you want to buy a new one. But that's not necessary as you already have one. The mom things that I think you should have. One is Chizaram already wants me to stop this video. I'm coming, my love. The first one is obviously two, if not more. Okay, nursing bras. Obviously, I wrote down two. Then one large towels, which I'm probably sure you have one at home. But if you decide to get another one, that's fine. Then dresses, like two night dress. In some hospitals, they do give that change. They allow you. Sorry, the hospital gives gown that you can change into. But just to be on the safe side, I think you should go with two night dresses just in case. Then obviously toothpaste and brushes. Then probably Dettol. Then detergent too, so that they can. For some hospitals, let me calm down. I'm trying to do this video because Shizam is awake now, so she's going to start scratching everywhere, and I just need to be there to watch her. Then where did I stop? Yes, Dettol and detergent. Yes, because some hospitals, they do wash clothes for the patient, so you would like them to use something that you are comfortable with. So yeah, I just think you should be able to have the detergent. Then maternity pads, and I think for me, I wrote down maternity pads and sanitary pads. I just think you should have the two just in case. Yes, obviously as you give birth, you'll be bleeding, so maternity pads just absorbs better. But at some point, as the blood reduces, I switched to normal sanitary pad because at some point I felt like it was too heavy for me. So depending on what you want, but I just think it's safer to have both. Then obviously your soap and face cloth. Okay, I was going to write just a normal small towel or a face cloth. For me, I had my baby 2 CS, so I just had this small towel because I didn't have my bath first few days. So I had a small towel that I was using to kind of clean my body and my face. So depending on, however, I just think you should have your normal towel and like 2 to 3 normal face towels or smaller towels just in case. Then obviously a pair of slippers. Then this under pad, like at least one packet, which is something that I think hospitals usually request that you have under pads, which is it's something that they put on top of the bed so that in case you bleed or anything, it would just be on the pad rather than on the bed. Then least I forget, you need to have a thermometer. I don't know why that skips my mind. For yourself and the baby, it's important. Even you can use it at home, so that's not even something that you would say you can't use. And that retails from like 3.5, I think, or no, or 3.5 or I wrote down 2.5 here, but like I said, yesterday's price is not today's price, so you might have either buy 500 or 3,000, and the thermometer too, they have grade. So but the least you can get goes for 2.5. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope this was helpful. Mama, I am coming. Sometimes already disturbing. Anyway, guys, it's not easy. Like I said, there is no manual to having a baby. Just figure out what works for you and make sure it's safe for your child. And remember that you don't have to break the bank. If get the necessary things. There are some things that I got for my baby now that I've not used for her at all. If you're in a situation where you can even give out some things, you can. That's if you're done having children. But remember to get the things you can afford. Don't be too, or you're looking at Instagram, you're saying things, oh, I need to buy this, that. If you can't afford it, don't kill yourself, don't stress yourself. Do you understand? Having a baby is just take the day one step at a time. Take each day as it comes. Don't over stress, and I wish you safe delivery. Mwah. Thanks for watching my video, and I really 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 hope this was helpful. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, turn on the post notification button. Thank you. Bye.